richest guy in the world and has a vagina larger than the blue whale? You guessed it, Elon Musk. Yeah, we're starting with the yellow dollar sign today. See, I like to live YouTube like it's Russian roulette, ladies and gentlemen. You know, whether it pays out, whether it doesn't matter, okay? We're here for the fun time.
Wait, how big is the vagina of the blue whale? 1 foot, 15 to 18 inches in diameter. That's a massive vagina. He is saying Elon Musk is a giga pussy.
The laughs, the gaming, the Linux, the virtual machines, so on and so forth. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, why are we talking about Elon Musk, Asmongold today? Well, it's because we've got some rather interesting gamer news to cover.
Gamer news?
If you have ever played video games competitively, you know that video game competitions are no joke, okay? When it comes to video game, achievements, things like speedruns, things like...
Guys, just shut the fuck... Asmongold is for sure popularized this. Dude, why are you guys going Asmon? Like, oh my god, he's not... Like, dude, yes. Asmongold was like a... You know how there's like a... You know how you have in Path of Exile, right? You've got your base damage, right? So, yeah, I'd made a video which was the base damage. Asmongold is like a crit, okay? Then he rolled... there was a crit chance, and then his crit multi is insane. His crit multi is insane. So he like crit and did like with a 500 crit multi. So he like 5x'd it. He 5x'd it, which is so true. It's true.
Getting the fastest nuke on Modern Warfare 2. If you lie about these strats, if you lie about these achievements, if you lie about any of these, you will be ostracized from the community and sent to the gallows.
True.
Obviously nothing that seriously, but yeah, we kind of take it seriously as gamers, okay? These are achievements. We want to make sure that the people who are earning the cred actually have earned the cred, and they're not just posing around. Now, obviously, in this situation, Elon Musk has sort of been brought down into a pretty rather insane expose. Now, the actual reason why this got brought up with Elon Musk is about a couple days ago, there was a video released by a creator known as Quinn. Elon Musk is lying about being good at video games. Now, this ended up getting nearly 1 million views. Quinn did an excellent job digging into Elon Musk's Path of Exile 2 account and realizing that there's a very high chance this dude paid for the access. This guy paid for his position. Now, Elon's one of those guys...
Wait. To be clear, the accusation wasn't actually paid. Look at this fucking right. Look at him, dude. Holy shit. It wasn't paid. It was he was boosted, right? Yeah. So that someone else paid it for him. It could be a guy just doing it for free, right? Because he wants to suck Elon's dick. There's no, there's no transaction history or anything. But yeah.
For the access. This guy paid for his position.
Holy shit.
Now, Elon's one of those guys where he runs multiple large companies and he basically is operating Twitter on a daily basis, sitting in spaces, tweeting out nonstop. And in amongst all of that, he can find time to play video games at a high level like Path of Exile 2. Now, to remind you, there is 24 hours in a human day.
Yeah.
If Elon Musk is spending so much time where he's getting to the top of the leaderboards, one has to ask, is this guy actually doing any work at Tesla or SpaceX or Twitter, X, whatever? So anyways, he comes off and basically, if you look up some of older Elon interviews, he'll talk about how much of a gamer he is.
Games. At one point I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
You're actually like a world-class, incredible video game player.
Yeah.
One of the best Quake players. I want to take Elon on a one-on-one Instagib at this point. Okay, let's try that out. I might be an Unreal Tournament player, but I think I can take on the world's richest man on some Quake. Anyways, to go into further over here, one of the things that, again, Quinn looked into was the Path of Exile leaderboards. Now, Path of Exile is a very recently released ARPG game. Similar to Diablo, you basically run around, kill a whole bunch of hordes, constantly get new loot, engage, upgrade your character, and you basically level up, and go in harder and harder runs, okay? It's one of those games where people compete on something known as a ladder. So this is the hardcore ladder where people are constantly gaining experience points to level their characters up. Now, one of the highest ranking players right now is one known as Naxon, who is level 98 with, I shit you not, 3.8 billion points of experience.
What does that even mean?
Remember, the higher you go in levels for Path of Exiles, the more experience you need. So this is literally a point where people who played this game are putting in hours upon hours of time. You can go to actual Path of Exile 2 streamers on Twitch. You can click on effectively any one of these. Like, this is...
Still Mage! It's still Mage! It's still Mage! Dude, he's in the chat. Oh, shit. Yo, Ben. Okay. Oh, Dat Mods, dude?
Dat Mods.
Oh, Dat Mods?
This guy is also grinding hardcore SSF endgame. So if you actually go to his channel here real quick and you just look at how this guy streams pretty much on a daily basis, you will find out this guy is putting in like 10 hours, 10 hours, 10 hours, 10 hours. And that's not even as much time as you need. There are players who are straight up playing.
But yeah, I mean, that still is a good point, though. Even 10 hours is a huge amount of time. Even 10 hours is a huge amount of time. 100%. It is a huge amount of time. I totally get what he's saying here. He's saying Path of Exile, it's not just about, like, skill or whatever. You have to trade time in order for you to gain leaderboard ranks, period. So if Elon was just cracked like fucking Neo, he logs in for like a millisecond, right? And he's just so good at the game. It doesn't matter how good he is. Say he is playing perfectly, making no mistakes, right? In a game like League of Legends or CS, he could get like one game a night and just win every single game, right? Because he's that cracked, right? He just wins he's literally Faker, right? He's literally Faker. He could just win every game, and he would gain ranks, and he could get to a top rank, right? He wouldn't need time. He could just use raw skill. Whereas a game like Path of Exile, it doesn't matter how much skill you have, which clearly he has no skill, but even say you gave him the amount of skill, you have to trade raw fucking time to gain ranks. There's no other way of doing it. Which is what point he's making. I need to start making down points. Some points here, like
20.
What you want. I don't even call this normie points that normies would understand, right? For this Piers Morgan thing.
Sometimes the broadcast can go up to like 40 hours. You basically have to play Path of Exile 2 every waking hour of your fucking life if you want to reach anywhere at the top echelons of these actual leaderboards. So at rank number 30 exists an account known as Random9 number 2886. And this is Elon's account, also at level 97. Now the reason why I said there's 24 hours in a fucking day is, what is this guy doing if all he does is play Path of Exile 2? Are you operating SpaceX? Are you operating Tesla? There were moments where this guy was apparently playing Path of Exile while arguing with government leaders and people on Twitter Spaces. It's fucking insane. This guy is apparently either a god gamer or a complete fucking charlatan. So again, it's not the amount of hours somebody has played. It's also how good are they when it comes to the video game. Now, at this moment in time, one of the interesting things that people did after they started to question how this account actually belonged to Elon was, in order to see if this guy actually knew what he was talking about, they looked up old broadcasts. Now, Elon Musk streams on X, so he tests live streaming by playing Path of Exile. Right. And it used to be games like Diablo 4.
You just watched it Raw Dog Live, bro. You just watched it live on X.
But I'll get to a bit of the gaming history as well, too. This video is going to be a little bit on the lengthy side. But they started looking into how this guy plays, and when he moves his map around, for instance, you'll see that normally this is the endgame map screen for Path of Exile. So all these points, when you want to start up a new waystone, when you want to start up new runs or whatever, you need to be able to navigate this really quickly. When you play an MMO game for like hours on end, you should effectively be basically going like Jedi mode, point-to-point clicking, and just optimizing this. You know, I play a lot of Grand Theft Auto Online, and I can tell you right now, I can navigate through every single menu in that game within seconds, no matter what.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He is not wrong. I think he's trying. I see the point he's getting at. Yeah. No, I say what he's getting at. I'd say what he's getting at. Yeah, he's the 100%. Even if you like, not even the parts where he's just like clicking like a moron, like just totally not even understand the mechanic entirely. He is just overall slow as fuck. And the reality is, if you've been doing this at a highly efficient level, doing this thousands of times over and over and over again, why are you all of a sudden going to go like at a pace of a turtle? But that doesn't make any sense. You're just not going to randomly. It's not like that. That just doesn't happen.
That much game time. All these things become second nature. The way that Elon is moving is literally at the pace of a fucking snail. And it kind of shows you that maybe this is just one of many red flags you have to watch out for. So people started to look at how he was playing, and it wasn't exactly the most top-tier gameplay. Now, I'll leave it to Quinn and a few of the other Path of Exile people who have analyzed his gameplay. Because there were moments where he wasn't even able to identify or properly explain why some items in his build were actually the best possible items you could have at any moment. This guy had no idea how his allegedly paid-for account even operated. Now again, there's no code red, debt to rights proof that this account is entirely bought for. But I would say on a personal level, if you had to put my entire net worth, my life on the line, like you had to put a gun to my head and ask me, do I think Elon paid for this account or he naturally played it himself? I would say that he most likely paid for this account on a personal belief, okay?
Most likely.
I'm not trying to catch no defamation charges from somebody as petty as Elon Musk. And when I talk about pettiness, that brings us to the next stage in the story.
We were talking about this yesterday, by the way. Okay, so wait. I go on and say Elon Musk is a massive fucking fraud, right? When it comes to gaming. A gaming fraud. All right? I go on and say he's a gaming fraud. Like, is there any way that Elon fucking tries to sue my ass or some shit? And, is there because I don't think he would. I don't think that's the case at all. Right? I don't think that's the case. Because isn't he Giga Turbo Pro Freedom? Which is kind of funny, this whole Asmongold saga part, which is like the opposite of that, right? He's like taking away his fucking check mark for speaking the truth, which is, he's supposed to be the pro freedom guy, a little bit of a hypocrite, right? But okay, so I just like one of those things where, okay, what? So he's supposed to be pro freedom, now he's like trying to do something for defamation whenever it's like clearly he did cheat and he knows he cheated. Like that means that he'd be so then on top of that, I mean, there's just no way. There's no way he would do that. You just say allegedly. I don't want to say allegedly. No, he 100% cheated. I would bet my life he cheated. I bet my life. I would legitimately bet my life. I would like there is a 99.9999999% chance. The only scenario in which he didn't cheat is that Elon Musk is doing some sort of super high level Giga Turbo 5-head play where his plan is to try and do some sort of psyop where he deliberately streams and pretends to be bad intentionally over and over and over again over the course of many, many months, right, across multiple games, and it's all just a giant psyop. And he's just trolling everyone. Right? Which, that's the only scenario, which, considering he is a massive ego Andy and he tries to brag constantly, what's more likely? Do you think he's just some 5-hit gamer, he's actually the complete go gamer, but he just deliberately goes on and like, oh, I'm just going to pretend to click this thing for now. Oh, I'm going to just try and loot this item over and over and over again when my bags are full. Oh, I'm going to like post the shittiest Elden Ring build possible and then talk about weight limit. Oh, I'm going to fucking talk about how I was like top ranked and, playing with the best players in like D4. Like, whenever he's just getting boosted, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, there's no way. There's no way. So it's not defamation. There's just like, there is like 1,000 arrows all pointing towards one truth. So now, either he manually has been doing some crazy long-term project to set all these arrows up just to trick people, to make people think he's shit at video games and he's actually cheated and then he's trying to hide it. Or he is just shit at video games and cheating and trying to hide it. Right?
No way he played that account. Like, I'm sorry. I think he bought the account or somebody played it for.
Dude, I agree. I absolutely agree. I get it, Zach. Zach saying that is basically like somebody saying the earth is fucking round, all right? Like, at some point when you actually look at how much effort he put into it, it doesn't scream, it actually being real. For example, on a separate game, one that I have more of a connection to, something like Rainbow Six Siege. Now, this is my account on Rainbow Six Siege, Power Bottom Dad. You can see the last game I played was September 17th. I tried getting back into the game, just didn't get into it. They've changed a lot of stuff that, not even relevant to this video. But you can see that my highest actual peak was Platinum 3. Now, if all of a sudden I had basically recorded a video or started streaming on an account that was champion level, which is the highest level in the game, anybody could see me playing Rainbow Six and realize, Muda doesn't know how to play at that champion level. He's not checking the rooms right. He's not picking the right operators for the job. He doesn't have the required map knowledge. Anybody can instantly identify.
It's not even that, though. It's not even that. It's not even like, oh, he's technically low elo, but he's actually trying to play on a high elo and make it look like he's playing in a high elo. It's like, no, he doesn't even understand the basic fundamental parts of how to play. It's more like he's trying to say he's Messi, right? And he's like a rotund child that has some sort of limp leg, and he tries to kick the ball, but he just falls over. Right? Like, it's not even, it's not even like he's just like, oh, look, he's a little bit boosted. No. He's completely clueless and has no idea. I would bet money Elon Musk fucking has not completed the campaign in Path of Exile 2. I think his total playtime in PoE 2 is less than 10 hours. Like, you could, that's how bad, he is heinous.
If somebody is a fraud based on anything, which is why buying an account and like streaming with it is equivalent to like streaming with hacks. It's just so fucking obvious for anybody watching that, why would you even do it? It's like, why even go after such easily discreditable stuff, right? Instead of like owning up and going, yeah, I made a mistake, he instead doubles down and just starts lashing out and crashing on the community. So Elon says, Asmon behaves like a maverick, independent. But in reality, he has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. So I was like, oh, wait, what? What do you mean he has to ask a boss? What did that even come out to? Well, Elon decides to, by the way, violate the terms of service on X and leak private DMs.
Not entirely sure about that. Can't find the specific clause. Oh, okay.
And say, I'm going to see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. Sure. Who are these mysterious editors? 2 guys. They basically run the entire YouTube account. So basically any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they just get a cut of the ad revenue. So Elon goes, interesting. I don't know how an editor that you employ to cut content and splice it onto your YouTube channel counts as your boss. Like, it's a pretty standard practice on the internet, you know?
Elon's just dumb fucking. He has literally no clue. And he thinks Cat Danny's some sort of mastermind editor, like a newspaper editor. And he's just, setting up the article and just telling him what to say, bro. Elon's just completely out of touch and clueless.
But it kind of goes back to the 24-hour thing. I don't have editors on my channel. Everything here is like my own thing.
Oh,
I use YouTube as a hobby. This is not a job for me, okay? Like, I work a regular job every day. I go to my office, I work, I come home, I cut together the video that I recorded the night, or 2 nights or whatever before, and I post that on the internet. It is a therapeutic, fun thing for me. So that's why when I get demonetized or a video doesn't hit viewers...
Wait, here's a job that's not YouTube. Wait, what? Wait, here's a job. Or is he saying YouTube is his job? I'm really impressed if he actually has a job and he does, like, how many YouTube videos he does. That's crazy. Wait, he has a job? Wait, what is Muda has real job? He flips real estate. He flips real estate? I don't know. What the fuck? Wait, I'm confused.
Wise, like, maybe it's a 10 out of 10, doesn't bang in the algorithm as much. It doesn't really affect me, okay? I just enjoy what I do. And it makes me wonder, like, how somebody like Elon is able to, again, do time management. I require a high degree of time management to do all of this. To do a job, to live and deal with my family, to do YouTube requires me to pretty much regiment my time out at a very strict level.
That is immense. He's saying he literally has a job and he does YouTube, like, and he's doing family shit. What, does he have kids? If he's got kids, bro, this guy's a god. If this guy has kids as well, holy fuck. Who is this guy? That's like a job. Oh, he doesn't know kids. Okay, no kids. All right, a little bit less impressive, but still impressive. You would think that he would just double down on his YouTube thing. But then again, you know what? Fuck that. If he doesn't want to do that, then don't do that, right? Do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? Sometimes, obviously, turning it your hobby into your total work can be a totally bad thing. And, you know, keeping it as like a on the side thing, although clearly it's not on the side thing. I'm guessing that this YouTube probably is like 10, 20x whatever his actual job is in terms of income, but, whatever. I'm not impressed. I'm not as impressed. Yeah, for sure. If you got 2 jobs and you got kids, dude, that's fucking hectic. That's fucking hectic. Like if you're literally having 2 full-time jobs, basically, you're crazy. And you got kids, then you don't exist outside of you're either working, looking after kids, or sleeping. Which that's kind of like where I'm at right now. That's because that's where I'm at.
How is somebody who is just sitting down allegedly playing Path of Exile 2 for like fucking 20 hours a day, managing 2 large companies, and then somehow trying to fit his way in to helping run the US government down the road? It's fucking insane. And the more and more you start to look at Elon, the more and more these cracks start going through. And it's funny too, like down the road, it's crazy that like Elon Musk's biggest ball washer jumps in, Ian Miles wrong, and he goes, you shouldn't have to justify yourself to these people, but it's nice that you've got receipts to prove your gaming credentials, a receipt being that he apparently did like a world record Diablo run. Ian Miles Chong is a definite...
I don't think he did that run, by the way. I don't think... I've yet to see a single rank 1 clear where Elon Musk has his camera on and you can see him playing the game. Like every single clear is like his keybinds are different. The quality of the recording is like at a higher frame rate with different graphic settings, and the gameplay looks completely different. All I've seen is him getting boosted by Rob from the block. I mean, dude, I'd love to see it. If you got him clearing a fucking rank 1 rift solo, I would love to see it. I've just seen, the only thing I've seen is him getting boosted by Rob from the block in a group. And every single time he's posted a rank 1 run, it's just been like a no audio, no video, just some like different like game settings. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. What is this? Nightmare Dungeon 100 complete. Do we watch this now? I thought it was so cool when I saw this because he was just like, he was gaming, bro. The gameplay wasn't great. I'll admit. He wasn't like the best gamer or anything. And he does die repeatedly in this video. But he clearly actually played the game. I thought that maybe his assistant was boosting him a little bit, like getting him up a few levels, whatever. I thought it was ethical. He's not claiming to be top rank here. He's just like, in the game, playing. This is before all the ego rank. Like, I'm a top guy. Like, where's the video? Because he clearly has a setup. Get me a video of him pushing a rank 1 rift with his camera on. Because I'd love to see it. Because every single one that I've seen has just been... It's different keybinds, different settings, no audio or video. I was an Elon tech enjoyer. And then the fact that he was gaming as well, that's fucking cool.
I'm on hundreds of streams on YouTube, Twitch, playing live with the world's best players. No other way to say this, while Asmon is good at caustic commentary and making fun of people, he's just not good at video games. To which, thank God, Twitter has community notes because they dug up every fucking achievement Asmon had. I may not agree with everything Asmongold says, but it's hilarious that this grifting shithead is saying, like, oh, this other gamer is not as legit as me. Bro, your account is clearly botted, okay? I'm sorry to say, it's very clearly botted. Like,
boosted.
It is what it is.
Boosted.
At least Asmon in this situation...
Okay, he's saying boosted and pay to win. We're not... There's no... No, he's boosted. Like, okay, could have been boosted.
Understands gaming concepts and can play a video game at a relatively decent level, okay? I think recently he'd like 100%ed on hard all of like Metaphor ReFantazio. Like the guy understands video games. Elon Musk likes to jump on the trendy video games and pretend to be the top tier player. Like years ago when like the Cybertruck was being revealed and he was showing like Cyberpunk running in a Tesla, I would love to ask him like what the basic plot points of Cyberpunk 2077 is, because I don't even think this dumb fuck has made it past the actual start screen, to be honest with you.
Do the same thing with PoE. Ask him about the basic plot points of the campaign in Path of Exile. Or just like just describes like, I don't know, 3 of the major bosses.
Most people probably have realized too,
Straight up.
Elon Musk is just a pretty dog shit player in most games too. Like when I talk about trendy games, even with games like Elden Ring, which most people jump into, like it's a hard game from FromSoft, I have several hours in this game. I actually platinumed Elden Ring like, I want to say a week within its release, around a week. And I played the game nonstop.
Okay.
I understand all of its concepts. I understand what to do. I did like new game pluses. I was in this game. I just Shadow of the Earth Tree like as soon as it dropped. Game was like consuming my life. So, Elon tweets out his build, equipped load will be lower if fast scroll is needed. And he shows a build where he doesn't even, properly, figure out what items that should be placed within it. He doesn't really have the item set up properly. He doesn't really have any thought put into his build. You look at his stats, and it just doesn't seem like somebody who gives a shit about a video game. He jumps in, tours into this, doesn't really give a crap, wants to get all the praises, but he plays like an actual turbo tard. It's insane. I love this one too, where it's one guy's list of games I've not played, all the Grand Theft Autos, right?
Dude, this is a classic, bro. Wait, this is a classic. This, honestly, this shit was some of the first turbo red flags to me. What is this? Okay, tried, but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene. Just couldn't do it. Nah, that's crazy. That is some clown shit. I'm sorry, that is some clown shit. This is what do you call this? Political brain rot, where your politics take over your brain and you're infested and it makes you retarded. That's because this is just so fucking out of touch, bro. Dude, it's a fucking video game! What do you mean? You go around mass murdering in every fucking game. Oh, what are you gonna do? I don't play any games where you kill anyone. What the? 50% of all games ever made. Oh, yep, rip.
Elon's tried, but I don't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene. Just couldn't do it. You know what I said? The man had a bigger vagina than the blue whale?
Yep.
This is what I'm talking about.
There it is.
Bro, how are you gonna buy a game called Grand Theft Auto? Put it into your system and not expect to shoot a cop. It's a video game, bro. I wonder, you want to give this guy a heart attack at 50? Put up No Russian in Modern Warfare 2. See if he can get through shooting up an entire airport. And of course, resident ball washer comes in and goes, I'm glad shooting cops in Cyberpunk 2077 is completely optional. Never finish GTA 5.
Really? So pathetic.
And then people dug up that he wrote 250.
They're complete clowns. These guys are complete clowns. This guy here this guy's a turbo clown. This guy, honestly, he's such a clown that he makes Elon Musk like a normal human being. By comparison. This guy is I do not know. If you said who is the biggest clown on Twitter, this guy, Honeybee. There's infinity examples of him just being what I don't understand is how the fuck anyone can possibly agree with anything he says. Because he says so much dumb retarded shit on such a frequent basis that why how is he at all relevant? Oh, that's right, because he just fucking gargles Elon's fucking balls all day, dude. And then Elon can have some bot to reply to, basically, to fucking make his point.
5 articles covering GTA 5, and again, how to evade police in the game single player mode. So yeah, again, when it comes to these lying grifters, okay, it's very easy to pick them apart. I love video games. I genuinely have never jumped in and made videos, and I'm probably going to make a couple more videos like this about some rather unsavory figures in this space, where, again, it's people who...
Oh, he's making a pirate software video, dude! He's making a pirate software video! You just heard it just now! He just did the announcement.
Into the world of gaming. They have no idea what gaming really is. They just use it as a front for their culture war, and they really just take a shit on the discussion of video games in general, right? They always bring up woke politics, crazy stupid shit. They never are able to just properly decipher or discuss these things. It's just used as a medium for them to have their culture war battles. Insane shit, okay? But again, to go back to old Asmon here, Asmon, after a spat, apparently seemingly had his checkmark removed, which doesn't really shock me. I remember, even a couple, weeks ago, there were, people, highly, super right-wing accounts that, got into a discussion with H-1B visas about, with Elon Musk, and all of a sudden...
Why are they always talking about H-1Z1, bro? I don't understand this. This game's died a long time ago.
Elon Musk was like, I love H-1B visas. I love hiring people for indentured servitude. And, all the right-wing people were like, we keep the jobs here. It was a whole argument. And of course, anybody who disagreed with Elon suddenly were like, oh, my payouts don't really seem to be as high as they used to. Or, ooh, X is finally cracking down on my obvious bigoted speech. Yeah, Elon just didn't like you anymore, okay? Simple as that. See, this guy, when you trust him for free speech, it's hilarious.
So you scratch his back, he'll scratch yours. That's the vibe, right? Like, that's the thing. You keep sucking his dick, like eating Elon's ass. If you're going to be the bottom feeder, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, how else is that Iron Miles Chong guy still fucking relevant at all? It's because he's like some sort of human centipede. He's physically attached to Elon's ass, just eating his ass 24/7, right? Like, that's it. You eat his ass, and he'll eat yours. You know, he'll throw you some scraps. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
Because for him, free speech only matters is as long as you're like Ian Miles Chong on both your knees without any knee pads on, sucking this dude off, licking the balls, kissing the gooch, all day, every day. It's insanity. Okay, that's not free speech. That's you wanting to be the cool kid in class all the time, even though you're the fucking court jester.
True.
Now, at the end of all of this, ladies and gentlemen, to go further into this, it started off as like a little gaming spat, but honestly, the more and more you look into like Elon Musk, it's not just the gaming that really hits you. One of the things that kind of blew me away from like, just basically being like, I think Elon's a cool guy, is as somebody who is a computer, engineer, somebody who understands computer code, for instance, hearing Elon talk about computers and anything code related is actually mind-bogglingly stupid. So this is like 2 years ago when Twitter was like first purchased, and he was basically being grilled about what was wrong with Twitter's code, what was wrong with Twitter's stack. Listen to this one.
I think, frankly, if you want to have a really high velocity of features, I think we'll just need to do a total rewrite of the whole thing.
Wait, seriously, a total rewrite. That's your prediction for velocity.
And that's a really good response, actually. It's like, you want to totally rewrite the code? Like, I mean, what kind of junior coding response is that? What is wrong with the code? Exactly like pointed out. And this is where Elon was basically grilled just a tad, and it made him go absolutely apeshit.
Yeah.
Well, when you say a total rewrite, do you mean starting with the skeleton, or a bunch of engineers sit down with a whiteboard and say, what is Twitter? Revolution or reform?
I just mean like literally like there's like you could either try to amend the crazy stack that exists, or rewrite it.
But when you say crazy stack, what do you mean? Like, break it down.
Have you seen George's like diagram?
No. I mean, like, what do you mean by crazy? No, seriously. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Who are you?
Oh shit! Oh shit! He's busting out the who? Literally, oh shit, bro. He didn't know what to say, so he just busted out the who, the sick own, brother. Bro, this guy's got no content. All right? That's like XQC losing in a computer game, and then XQC says, you got no content. Who even are you, bro? You got no, it's just some guy in a computer game he's fighting. Like,
What do you mean, who am I? I don't know. You gave me the fucking mic. I got no.
I didn't give you the mic.
Whoa, I'm doing the mic, and let's keep it civil in my space.
I mean, yeah.
Like, what? No. Man.
I'm just a guy, man. Like, what the hell? It's a legitimate question being posed, but like, I guess Hoey doesn't want to talk to people he doesn't know. All right, Elon doesn't like talking to people he doesn't know.
You're in charge of the servers and the programming, whatever. Like, what is the stack? Elon?
Keep things technical in my space, please.
Take me from top to bottom. What does the stack look like right now? What's so crazy about it? What's so abnormal about this stack versus every other large-scale system on the planet, buddy? Come on, give it to me.
All right. So first off,
amazing. Wow, you're a jackass.
Oh shit! He's ad-homing him. That's what happens when you've lost the argument. You just start throwing names out. You just like you can't actually defend yourself like with logic and facts. You just start checking out names. But he's pissed. There it is.
Wow, you're a jackass. Now that escalated pretty quickly. And to give you an idea, if you ever worked in like any job computer programming related, you probably have like really went through some PTSD the last like 30 seconds, because Elon sounds like any boss that will just like hear the trendy buzzword like,
Just code it, bro.
A stack. ooh, something's wrong with that old stack. We got to fix the stack. Now I'm going to give you guys a crash course on what a programming or like any stack really is. So for instance, one of the most common stacks available is something known as LAMP, which stands for a set of programs, a set of software you need to, for example, LAMP, the actual stack we're going to discuss here, is designed for building websites and web applications and so on and so forth. Okay, a pretty massive part of the internet, something all of us interact with on a daily basis. Heck, you're doing it right now. So again, a LAMP stack is L for Linux, okay?
Linux.
You've got A for Apache, which is your web server. Okay. You've got M for MySQL for database management, and you've got
SQL.
P for, again, PHP. So these are just stacks. And again, it's different stacks, so you could be working in a place, but generally speaking, there's like a set of stacks that people know. So when you ask somebody, like, what the fuck is wrong with the stack? Like, what aspect of it is wrong? Is there something wrong with Linux? Something wrong with the web server? That's what you hit up with. Elon, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, immediately starts lashing out at people, right? And sure, you could argue the other guy he's talking to is condescending, but anybody would be condescending when they're dealing with somebody who is just literally trying to bullshit their way.
I don't even think he was that bad. I think he was just asking basic legit questions, and Elon was just question marking. So then he tried to reiterate, and then Elon just started getting offended. Do you think he was being? Maybe he had a little bit of an attitude, perhaps a slight attitude. But when Elon said, "Who are you?" He's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Like I'm a guy? You know, you gave me the fucking mic. Like, what else is he supposed to say? Like, I'm a human being. Like, I live at this address. Like, what is he supposed to say? Like, I don't know."
Through something that is so evidently simple. And even beyond all of it, one of the things that I found out too was like through a Dogecoin co-creator, right? One of these guys calls Elon a grifter who couldn't even run basic code. And what kind of basic code? Well, according to the co-creator, Palmer, he actually talked about how Elon Musk could not run the script. So Elon reached out to me to get a hold of the script, and it became very apparent quickly that he didn't understand coding as well as he made out. He asked, how do I run this Python script? So again, after I gave him the script, I wasn't a fan of him. He's a grifter. He sells a vision in hopes that he can one day deliver what he's promising, but he doesn't know that. And that's way true if we're talking about things like Tesla full self-driving.
Wait, he can do some coding, right? Didn't he do like PayPal coding or something? Wasn't he Elon software? But didn't he do some PayPal coding or something? Maybe it's some boomer shit? Maybe. No, what, he was a part of that group or whatever, dude. There's the pictures of him when he's bald and he's like he got up at a PayPal and then he sold it and got a bunch of money. Right? Wasn't he there? He was the financer. Okay. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know enough about the PayPal situation. From what I heard, I thought he'd coded some stuff in the PayPal. That's from what I had heard.
And the days of the robo-taxi and all of these crazy promises if you owned a Tesla, a lot of them have still remained completely fucking unmatched. But when it comes to like Python scripts, just to whittle it on back, if this is true and he can't even run a Python script, something that you probably learn now in like a 11th grade, like high school, like computer programming class, this guy is just a fucking poser. And that's one of the things, it's one of the reasons why, like, when he was building electric cars, I'm like, cool, he knows his things. And I still believe Elon knows things about electric cars because, yes, Tesla is still, from what I understand, at the top of their game. They're getting more competition, but they're still doing good. Do I think Elon knows about space rockets? Probably not, but he knows how to hire people that know about space rockets, and that's why SpaceX, from my understanding, does pretty well. And that's why
you see this shit though? Wait, do you see what I saw? Can I even find? Dude, he tweets so much today. Will I even be able to find whatever the fuck? Oh my god, bro! How? There is no fucking way, bro.
It's past decimal place.
There is no fucking way this guy is living on period to fucking 97. He's just tweeting constantly. This is just like one day, bro. We're still on January 17th. This is still January 17th. We're still on January 17th. This is the problem. Okay, here we are. I found the tweet. Ask yourself, what does this video convey?
Welcome to SpaceX. welcome to SpaceX.
I'm sorry, what is it like? Is it like, okay, if you're like, yeah, I employ some of the smartest guys in the world, and like, yeah, they're doing crazy stuff, and like, yeah, this business that I started up, I have a vision, and like, these guys are way smarter than me, are doing all this crazy shit, it's badass. But it's the messaging is like, I am literally Elon, I am the GOAT. Look at me clap. Look at me walk in to the place. Look at all the shit I'm doing, which is, you know, it's not the correct vibe, is it? It's not the correct vibe.
They keep winning government contracts, and they've genuinely changed and made space travel more efficient than it used to be. But when it comes to things like programming, that's where, at least as soon as you're jumping into the space and you're looking into this guy and you think, whoa, he's like this crazy smart dude, and you start peeling back some of the BS, it becomes readily apparent you're dealing with an actual grifter, not somebody who is like this crazy tech messiah, or at least whatever he wants to be.
I think that's what everyone's happening. I think everyone has like a specialty, whether it's cars, computers, rockets, or for me, gaming. That's my specialty, as I'm gaming. And then it becomes very obvious, because I don't know shit about cars. I don't know shit about code. I don't know shit about fucking rockets, right? So I can get, like, you know, I don't know fuck all about that. So how could I criticize it? Whatever, dude. I'm like, okay, he's clearly like a rocket scientist or whatever. Oh, he clearly designs cars or whatever. Okay, fair enough. He's saying lots of buzzwords and stuff. He's got a really successful company. It seems to be the. But then he comes in the gaming space, right? At a game that I actually play, right? A game that I'm actually playing, and it's like, okay, this guy's a massive fucking clown. This guy's a massive fucking clown. He's full of shit. And then it calls into question everything else he does. Because I've seen people calling him out for the cars. I've seen him calling out for the rockets. They're calling him out for every aspect of what Elon says he's a master at. And so what does that mean? The whole thing is just a giant facade and he's actually clueless as fuck? I mean, is he the most successful con man in history?
Most likely appealing to, because Elon is currently engaged for a messiah, or at least whatever he wants to be. Which, again, is important. Now, if you're a gamer, somebody who Elon is most likely appealing to, because Elon is currently engaged in the most insane culture wars, Elon is using gamers and gaming as a whole in order to push all of his narratives. And it's finally because of this shit like this Path of Exile 2 that people are looking at him and going, yeah, this guy's kind of a fucking idiot. I mean, it should have been pretty evident, too, like literally, like, November of, like, last year, when, like, Elon literally was talking about building an AI game company to make games great again, okay? We need a video gamer voting block. Too many game studios are owned by massive corporations. So, again, a massive...
what is this? This is a meme, right? This is a dead idea. This is a stupid fucking idea. This is a... Wait, what even is this? What even... So what? One of the largest... Wait, so I don't get it. Elon is one of the fucking richest guys in the world, and he runs some of the biggest companies in the world. So I don't get it. So how's he? So what? He's going to start up his own thing, and it's going to be it's going to be AI dog shit drivel. Like I don't get it. What?
Corporation hosted by the richest guy in the world is suddenly also going to start a game company. I mean, how is that any different?
Is he?
XAI is starting a game studio to make games great again. So they're working on building AI to accelerate human scientific discovery, guided by our mission to advance our collective understanding of the universe. Now, at the end of all this video is getting long enough, but a guy who is willing to be so shady and not transparent about, something as simple as video games has at least me genuinely worried about another project that he's working on that is far more serious than video games, petty internet, slap fighting, something known as the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, Doge is a basically proposed presidential advisory commission that apparently is designed to trim down the fat or, the budget of the government, right? So the idea of Doge has been linked to Trump's campaign promises to cut federal spending and reduce the size of the government and the size of the federal fiscal deficit.
And I just cuffs, your president's releasing meme coins. My new official Trump meme is here. Join my very special Trump community. Get your Trump now. Why isn't no one calling this shit out, bro? Yo, why is the fucking president doing fucking pump and dumps? Why is the president doing pump and dumps? You got like a fucking meme department with some guy who's pretending to be good at computer games who's actually dog shit. Like everything, like the whole, I don't know what's happening in NA. It's turning into a giant meme, bro. What's going on?
The people who are going to be chairing this is Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, okay? 2 billionaires in the United States. Now, again, both of these guys have severe controversies regarding the businesses that they've ran. But when it comes to Elon Musk, Musk said Americans are welcome to bombard him with suggestions for where he should wield his axe. So you can jump into, I guess, live streams and basically decide what to cut, okay? Interesting. Anybody can just have laissez-faire. You know when people talk about the fall of Rome? This might be it. Anytime the public thinks we are cutting something important or not cutting something wasteful, just let us know, he wrote, adding that all actions of the Department of Government Efficiency will be posted online for maximum transparency. You know, it'd be interesting how a man who gets so much subsidies from the federal government is now going to be in charge of deciding how that federal budget gets spent. But if he's not transparent about his video game nonsense, like something so low risk, something that doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things, do you as an American trust this guy with being transparent about how he's going to chop up federal spending? Elon Musk, in my personal opinion, is a lying sack of shit. And at the end of the day, do I think he's some evil guy? Probably not. You know, to be fair, I think when it comes to evil,
just a clown.
You know, I look at people like Peter Scully. You know, that guy is evil.
Ego
Hitler,
clown.
that guy's fucking hella evil. Okay, there's a lot of people that are evil. Okay, Elon Musk is just somebody that is, he's self-serving. He's somebody who's obviously a billionaire. He only associates with billionaires and only cares about really enriching himself. And I think this kind of stuff, when it comes to the Path of Exile 2 debacle, and then, of course, as a programmer, when it comes to the whole Twitter debacle, and, of course, when it comes to people who actually know rocket technology, comes to the controversies of SpaceX.
It's very telling for his character, I feel like. That's what it is. It's very telling. I feel like even if you take everything else aside, the fact that he'll do some video games tells you what he might do for other things. It's like Pirate, where he refused to admit that he had made a mistake and keep doubling down. I feel like that's telling for everything else they do. Right? If they're willing to like throw everyone else under the bus and like know they have their mana gem usable, yet they don't use it because they don't want to look wrong. So they would rather kill off the players in their group than look bad at the video game. Okay, tells you all you need to know about a person.
That veneer is slipping away. And I feel like it has to slip away for people to, you know, get rid of their blinders and actually look at all of these people, not just Elon Musk, with some serious, you know, nuanced understanding. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mudahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.
There it is. Good video. Good video. True.